A phenomenon in producing reservoirs that is all too familiar to operators is premature water or gas production in horizontal wells. Whether the culprit is gas or water, early invasion of unwanted fluids is one of the biggest hindrances to reservoir recovery, especially in long horizontal sections. Fluid movement is nothing more than the laws of physics at work in the reservoir. In horizontal wells and homogeneous formations, as the well is produced, variations in inflow caused by friction losses along the wellbore can give preferential high production at the heel of the well. This can pull in either water from an underlying aquifer or gas from a gas cap. In heterogeneous or fractured formations, this process can be greatly accelerated by highly permeable formations and fractures. This invasion will greatly impair the overall well recovery. To maximize hydrocarbon recovery and promote optimum reservoir drainage, a uniform inflow profile must be achieved. To achieve uniform inflow profile, Weatherford has engineered the FloReg Inflow Control Device, or ICD. FloReg devices are incorporated at multiple locations along the reservoir section to induce precise and quantifiable pressure drops between the formation and the production string. These devices will ensure even inflow distribution throughout the wellbore, allowing the reservoir to drain more efficiently and thus maximizing production and recovery. The pressure drop through the flow ports is insensitive to fluid viscosity. The installation of FloReg devices in horizontal wells in homogeneous formation works to even out the water and gas fluid front movement towards the reservoir section. This will extend the well life and improve the reservoir recovery. However, if the well is completed in a heterogeneous reservoir across different facies, then water breakthrough could lead to a reduction in oil production and total recovery. The well will produce water from the highly conductive fractures or formations at the expense of oil production. This effect can be alleviated by running a FloReg completion along the reservoir section. The device eliminates the need for control line operated ICVs, further eliminating the costs and risks often attributed to more complex flow control approaches for horizontal wells. In weak sandstones, to exclude the production of solids, well screens are incorporated upstream of each FloReg device. A close look at the construction of the FloReg device reveals a design simplicity that is largely responsible for the unit's success. Flow ports are manufactured with tungsten carbide inserts for proven erosion resistance. This has been extensively tested in the laboratory. The number and size of the flow ports are determined through computer modelling of the reservoir conditions, flow requirements per screen joint, and optimum pressure drop requirements for equalized productivity along the string. Generally, there are 10 flow ports per device. To allow oil to flow into the production string, the fluids flow from the formation passes through the screen and the FloReg device before entering the production string through pre-drilled holes in the base pipe. The pre-drilled holes are arranged in a spiral pattern around the base pipe to maintain the maximum strength of the base pipe while still promoting good flow. To ensure maximum reservoir drainage, Weatherford utilizes a well simulator program to determine optimum placement of the FloReg ICDs and the number of ports required. The number of closed and open flow ports is set to achieve the desired pressure drop in different segments of the reservoir. Extensive flow testing of FloReg has shown that the pressure drops are insensitive to viscosity and can be predicted by simple theory. At the rig site, the unit can be adjusted to the prescribed settings based on the latest data. This eliminates the need for extra screen to achieve multiple pressure drop profiles in the lateral section. The FloReg device is designed to be used in production and injection wells. When the FloReg device is in place and operating, it creates a controlled pressure drop between the formation and the production string, thereby achieving a uniform inflow profile along the entire completion interval. It also reduces the annular fluid flow by distributing the total production evenly among the screen joints, thereby negating hotspots and removing the risk of screen erosion, giving the screen a much longer service life than screen assemblies alone. Weatherford is the world's leading supplier of sand screens, utilizing either metal mesh or direct wire wrapped screens. This gives our customers the widest selection of sand screens to provide optimum sand control, coupled with the advantages of the FloReg device. With Weatherford's worldwide network of screen manufacturing facilities, we can supply screens equipped with a FloReg ICD from strategic locations to reduce lead times and inventory. The Weatherford FloReg inflow control device is a sure and simply engineered way to ensure even, controlled reservoir drainage. The inflow rates along the entire length of the drain hole can be easily controlled with blanking pins that can be installed at the rig site prior to running the string. The FloReg ICD performance is insensitive to fluid viscosity. And finally, the FloReg device can be utilized with either metal mesh or direct wire wrapped screens. You select the optimum screen type for your application and the field-proven FloReg inflow control device from one reliable worldwide source. Weatherford.